5 seconds. Replying to the debate in the Lok Sabha, the Minister for Food and Agriculture said, Mr. Speaker, sir, I am glad that there has been a useful debate on the demand for a grant relating to agriculture and cooperation. Honorable members have made some good suggestions for the improvement of agriculture, and I thank them for it. Now, I shall deal with some of the points which are, in my opinion, very important. So far as agriculture is concerned, we have to see what has to be developed. In the first place, we have to take into consideration the position of the farmer. If he has to get a full advantage of his produce, he must be given the proper price. This is absolutely necessary, and we have accepted this as a basic policy. I agree that there is a scope for further improvement. At the same time, with regard to the policy about prices, we have to do some rethinking. Till now, the policy has been such as to exploit the agricultural sector for the benefit of the urban community. I think this should be changed. The price structure should be changed in such a way that something is drawn from the urban community into the agricultural sector to which it is entitled. This will have to be done. My second point is this: it is not merely the price which the farmer gets for the primary produce, which is important. When it is processed, it will give a much higher profit. I think the farmer should be able to get this benefit. This is where the system of cooperation has to play a big role. Cooperation has to realize the functions it has to discharge. It has not merely to look after the just distribution of credit or the sale of some consumer articles. It has to have the managerial talent also. It should be able to see that the farmer gets the just price for his primary produce, and also the benefits of processing of the produce. Thirdly, in regard to distribution of credit, it is not as if it a small thing. It requires banking experience. Unfortunately, we have got small cooperative societies, and we cannot engage trained men for this purpose. That is why a proper unit has got to be there for this purpose. We will have to have trained men for the purpose of distribution, processing, and marketing. Fourthly, along with agricultural development, there should be cattle development also. For this purpose, we are making efforts by which we may be able to have better breed of cattle with a proper milk yielding capacity. There also it is a problem whether we may carry on with the old tradition of having useless cattle, or whether we should take a rational view with regard to these things. In the same way, in various other fields also, we have to revise such old traditions. I would like to say a few words about that I consider important with regard to dairy development, because cattle development is linked with dairy development. In this connection, I want to point out that we have recently formed the Dairy Development Board. It consists of highly technical and competent men. Till now, we were getting people from abroad for this purpose. I am glad to say that we have built up competent people within the country. They will be able to give consultancy for dairy development. Some good technicians have taken charge of this. They will be available to all state governments for consultancy in regard to dairy development. So, in this field, I have no doubt in my mind that it will not be necessary to get foreign expertise in future. Finally, I would like to say one thing about community development. Community development, cooperation, and various other institutions connected with agriculture have to do their duty in bringing about this new change in agriculture. I am not in a position to say immediately that I have got final ideas with regard to the shape that community development should take. I know that there is a feeling among all the members that there should be some change so that it may serve the purpose for which it was created. I will try to go into the problems first and alter discussions in Parliament. We may make the necessary changes. For this purpose, we will have to take into consideration the of various committees which have already gone into this matter.